Today I am going to listen a very interesting story on a business adventure in Delhi, Mr. Rustom's journey of discovery. Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Lahore, Mr. Rustom, a seasoned Pakistani businessman, found himself at the crossroads of a new and exciting opportunity. His company had recently expanded its horizons, and he was tasked with a crucial business trip to Delhi, India. The prospect of exploring uncharted territories both professionally and personally filled him with a mix of enthusiasm and nervousness. As Mr. Rustom boarded the flight to Delhi, he couldn't help but marvel at the clouds beneath, like cotton candy scattered across the vast blue canvas. The excitement of the journey was palpable, but a subtle nervousness lingered in his mind. English phrases flowed through his thoughts, preparing him for the interactions that awaited him in a foreign land. Upon landing at the Indira Gandhi International Airport, Mr. Rustom was greeted by the chaotic yet vibrant atmosphere that defined Delhi. The honking of horns, the diverse languages echoing in the air, and the kaleidoscope of colors in the clothing of the people around him, it was a sensory overload. What a lively place, he thought to himself, with a mix of enthusiasm and nervous anticipation. As he checked into his hotel, Mr. Rustom marveled at the architecture of the bustling city. "This is a far cry from Lahore," he muttered to himself. The hotel staff, noticing his slight hesitation, warmly reassured him, "Welcome to Delhi, Mr. Rustom. If there's anything you need, feel free to ask." Eager to immerse himself in the local culture, Mr. Rustom decided to venture out into the streets of Delhi. The aroma of street food wafted through the air, tantalizing his taste buds. Hesitant but excited, he approached a street vendor and asked, "What's the specialty here?" The vendor, with a grin, replied, "You must try the chaat, a burst of flavors in every bite." With a plate of chaat in hand, Mr. Rustom navigated through the bustling market, savoring the spicy and tangy explosion of flavors. "This is amazing," he exclaimed, the enthusiasm in his voice overcoming the initial nervousness of trying something new. Driven by curiosity, Mr. Rustom decided to explore the historical landmarks of Delhi. As he stood in awe of the towering Qutub Minar, he couldn't help but marvel at the rich history surrounding him. "The architecture here is truly remarkable," he mused, snapping photos to capture the moment. In his quest to understand the local business landscape, Mr. Rustom scheduled meetings with potential partners. The conference room conversations were filled with a blend of formalities and genuine interest. "I believe there's great potential for collaboration," he confidently stated, a mixture of enthusiasm and determination evident in his tone. Outside the boardroom, Mr. Rustom engaged in casual conversations with his Indian counterparts. "It's fascinating to see how our cultures overlap," he remarked, initiating discussions on shared traditions and values. The nervousness of bridging cultural gaps slowly transformed into the excitement of building meaningful connections. During a free evening, Mr. Rustom found himself at India Gate, surrounded by locals enjoying the cool breeze. As he struck up conversations with fellow visitors, he realized that the language barrier wasn't as formidable as he had initially thought. "English truly is a universal language," he pondered, appreciating the ease with which he could connect with people from diverse backgrounds. Delhi's vibrant nightlife beckoned, and Mr. Rustom decided to explore the city after dark. In a trendy pub, he found himself tapping his foot to the beats of Bollywood music. "I never imagined I'd be dancing in Delhi," he exclaimed, the nervousness of the unfamiliar surroundings replaced by the enthusiasm of the moment. As the days passed, Mr. Rustom's business trip evolved into a journey of self-discovery. He navigated the bustling streets with confidence, conversed effortlessly in English, and forged bonds that transcended borders. The nervousness that once gripped him transformed into a sense of accomplishment, and the enthusiasm for exploring the unknown remained unwavering. On the final day of his trip, Mr. Rustom stood at the airport, reflecting on the whirlwind of experiences in Delhi. "What an incredible adventure," he thought, a smile playing on his lips. The mix of enthusiasm and nervousness that accompanied him on this journey had paved the way for personal and professional growth. As he boarded the flight back to Lahore, Mr. Rustom carried with him not only business prospects but also a treasure trove of memories, and a newfound appreciation for the diverse tapestry of life, all woven together through the threads of English conversations in the heart of Delhi. The return flight to Lahore was a reflective journey for Mr. Rustom. Seated by the window, he gazed out at the twinkling lights of Delhi below, a mosaic of stories and experiences he had collected in a short span of time. The English phrases he had practiced and used during his trip echoed in his mind, a testament to the bridge language had built between him and the people he encountered. Back in Lahore, Mr. Rustom wasted no time in sharing his Delhi adventures with his colleagues and friends. Over cups of chai in the office cafeteria, he regaled them with tales of the vibrant markets, the delectable street food, and the architectural wonders. "You won't believe the energy in Delhi," he exclaimed, reliving the enthusiasm that had fueled his journey. His colleagues listened intently, and soon the nervousness that had once lingered in Mr. Rustom's demeanor transformed into an air of confidence. English, once a tool of communication in a foreign land, became a shared language among his team as they discussed the potential collaborations that had unfolded during the trip. Inspired by his experiences, Mr. Rustom implemented some of the lessons he had learned in Delhi into his business practices. Meetings became more interactive, conversations more inclusive, and the office environment more culturally diverse. The enthusiasm he brought back from Delhi infused a renewed energy into the workplace. However, as with any journey, challenges also surfaced. Mr. Rustom found himself facing the intricacies of cross-cultural communication. Moments of misunderstanding emerged, and the initial nervousness returned as he navigated the nuances of working with an international team. Yet, armed with the lessons from Delhi, he approached these challenges with a newfound resilience. One day, during a conference call with the Delhi partners, Mr. Rustom encountered a moment of miscommunication. Instead of letting it escalate, he took a deep breath and calmly said, "Could you please clarify your point? I want to ensure we're on the same page." The simple yet effective English sentence helped bridge the gap, and the conversation continued smoothly. Outside the office, Mr. Rustom's personal life also underwent a transformation. Encouraged by his Delhi experiences, he decided to enroll in English language classes. The nervousness of learning a new language was overshadowed by the enthusiasm to expand his communication skills. It's never too late to enhance oneself, he thought, juggling work commitments with evening language lessons. As the weeks passed, Mr. Rustom's proficiency in English grew. He found himself effortlessly incorporating the language into his everyday conversations, whether negotiating deals with international clients or simply chatting with friends over dinner. The enthusiasm for learning had replaced the initial nervousness, and the doors to new opportunities swung open. Mr. Rustom's journey of self-improvement did not go unnoticed. His colleagues, inspired by his proactive approach, also embraced the idea of continuous learning. English language workshops were organized in the office, creating a collaborative atmosphere where everyone supported each other in their language endeavors. Delhi, once a distant city on the business map, had become a transformative chapter in Mr. Rustom's life. The journey that began with a mix of enthusiasm and nervousness had evolved into a tapestry of growth, learning, and cultural exchange. As he stood in the midst of his bustling office in Lahore, surrounded by a team now proficient in the global language, Mr. Rustom couldn't help but smile at the remarkable journey that had unfolded since that first flight to Delhi. In the end, it wasn't just about the business deals sealed or the landmarks explored. It was about the personal evolution sparked by the encounters, challenges, and triumphs in the heart of Delhi. The story of Mr. Rustom became a testament to the power of stepping out of one's comfort zone, embracing the unknown with enthusiasm, and turning nervousness into a driving force for growth. Hope you liked the story. Hit the like button and share with your friends. Do subscribe the channel and turn on the notification. Thank you.